Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name's Julie and this is my husband Justin.
And we're full-time resellers from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
About 3.5 years ago, we both lost/quit our jobs and jumped into full-time reselling with both feet and no safety net. All right, I lied. We had a really good savings account. But it's been going really well for us. This is how we completely support our family, including buying health insurance and contributing to our IRAs every year. So we have issued a challenge for ourselves and we welcome all of you that want to join us for the month of June. Consistently for the last few years, June has been our worst month. A part of it is a lot of times we vacation in June, but we will not be taking a vacation this year because our daughter is taking some summer classes at her college. So we decided to try to make this June our best June ever. Hey, why don't we shoot for our best month ever while we're at it? So obviously our goal is to increase sales. How are we going to do that? By being consistent. It's something we haven't been the greatest at lately. Yeah. You know, things come up, we make excuses, not feeling great one day. And I mean, the joys of reselling is that you set your own schedule. But when you're in those summer slowdown months, sometimes you just have to buckle down and like work extra hard to see, you know, the fruits of your labor, the results. Maybe it's the results as I want to gonna say. So next, we're going to show you pretty much our step-by-step plan on how we're going to achieve this better sales month. And I'll show you the previous June's numbers just so you get an idea of what we're working with. So how we're going to achieve consistency is kind of laid out in a plan on this board. I'll go over each step individually, but as you can see, these items on this side, they get done every day, no excuses. We're going to kind of plan ahead by making drafts. You'll see, we'll talk about that in a minute, for emergencies, but we will do everything in our power to make sure this list gets done every day. This list over here are as needed, time allows. Obviously, shipping, I don't ship 7 days a week because the post office isn't open 7 days a week. So shipping when needed. Obviously, I do 1 or 2 videos a week, so that involves filming, editing, thumbnail. I also want to work on inventorying, especially of the clothing, Posh and eBay throughout the month. But this list is the everyday list, and so let's jump into that portion of the list now.
So I went to the sales performance page. I put in a custom number going back. So I'm just showing the entire month of June of last year, 2023. So here are the total sales amounts. You'll see right here, total sales. That's with tax, shipping, handling, you know, before cost of goods, all of that stuff. So that is a measly number to begin with. Then come over here. This is what I walked away with from eBay, but then I still had to subtract my cost of goods from it, plus all of my daily expenses, you know, such as buying, you know, shipping supplies, all of that stuff that come in a month. So to only walk away with $39.10 before we subtract all of that is insane. We sold 234 items for the month. Now we're going to go over to Poshmark. So their interface is a little less user-friendly, but here is June from last year. So to give you an idea, we sold $662 worth of stuff, but after they took out the fees, we only got $505.21, and then we still would have had to subtract our cost of goods. So between the $505 we walked away from Poshmark and the $39.10 from eBay, I mean, we came in at like $4,500, and as I said, we still had to pay for all of the business expenses for the month. So very pathetic sales. And how many items did we sell? Let's see, we had 234, and I think I can listings sold. Let's see, and 33. So 234 plus 33. We sold 267 items total for that month. So I can't wait to compare on July 1st to see how we did this June.
So the first thing on the list is we want to relist any items that are at the 2-month mark in our store. So I do this every single day. I started doing this consistently in January. So because today is May 31st, I would go back in any items that were listed on March 31st. Were they originally listed then or relisted then? Will get renewed today, and I'll show you how to do that. All right, so you go into your Seller Hub and just go to the Listing tab and go to Active Listings. Then you'll see where it says Start Date. Right now, it's giving the newest listing, the last one we put up yesterday. If you click on Start Date, it will change them to the oldest listing. So normally this is where I would look for anything from March 31st, but since every month doesn't have a 31st, I actually don't have any for March 31st. So we're just going to do a couple from April to give you an idea. Sometimes I might have only 1 or 2 from a month, like a day to renew, and other times I'll have like 20 or whatever. But so we're going to click, we'll just redo these 3. We're going to click on these 3 items, hit Actions, End Listings. It asks if you want to end these. I will. So then we're going to go up and over to Unsold are the 3 items. I'm going to click on that to check all of them off and then hit Sell Similar, not relist. Sell Similar gives it a whole new item number and makes it like a brand new listing. Going to go over here once again, check all 3 and hit Submit All and then Submit. Now these 3 items are going to show up if you go to Active in your top brand new listings. I'm going to sort back to the newest date, and here they all 3 are at the top of the list. Do make sure then you go back into Unsolds and delete so you don't accidentally relist them at another time. I'm just going to hit Actions and delete of all the old listings. Up next is we have to photograph the 20 items we're going to list every day. Now these 20 items are 20 items total. Doesn't matter if it's a brand new item I just purchased, an item pulled from the death pile, or if it's weights that Justin lists every day. So we just need 20 items photographed total. And because I get asked all the time, we'll take this moment just to go over the photographing station. It is paneling cut down. It actually was cut into 3 pieces. Justin has the 3rd out in the garage. Leaning up, it's just on an old desk. Hang the clothing up here. If I need to, I just put a little bit of packing tape behind the arms. You know, take all my pictures, and then when I'm done taking my pictures, I just lay it down here flat and take my 2 measurement photos, and then we're good to go. So obviously then we need to list the 20 items. I'm a weird lister. Tell me how you guys list. Do you solely list on your phone, solely list on your computer, or are you like me and did this weird hybrid? So I take all the pictures on my phone, but then I do the research on my computer, find a similar item, hit Sell Similar, and then I switch over to my phone because then, you know, the draft will then be on my phone. Go down to the draft section on my phone and pull up, you know, the empty draft, load my photos, and then continue listing the item on my phone. So how do you list? Up next is any item that we list that day, if it's appropriate for Poshmark, which is most items as long as they're under 5 pounds, which pretty much excludes all Justin's weights. But I go over and use Flyp. It's Flyp. I have a link to it below. Is the cross-listing / sharing software I use. It costs $9 a month. It was formerly free, but when you sign up now, I do believe you get your first 100 days free, and then you start paying $9 a month. But I just import the items over from eBay because I do all my initial listings in eBay, and then just hit list on Poshmark, and then it's like you just fill in the quick, you know, category stuff like that and hit list. It's very easy. And then the next thing I need to do every day is make sure I'm sharing on Poshmark, which is so easy to do. You just set, if you want a continuous share, and you can set times. If you want it scheduled, just once. And if you want it random, current order, fast, slow. So this is how I normally do it. I just hit start, and now my whole closet is being shared while I'm doing other stuff.
Another goal we have is to list at least 2 things a day from our death pile shelf. A lot of this stuff we got for free, so this is a good opportunity to just try and clear it all out.
Another thing that I want to implement that's very important to me is resetting the eBay room every day. No one wants to come down to a messy workplace, so clean up the garbage, get all of my tools situated, put away for the next day, sweep the floor, and just make it that I come down to a neat workplace the next day. And then the last thing is at the end of every day, we want to plan out our following day. So that big list you saw on a checklist downstairs, I have made myself a dry erase version. I just typed it up and I laminated it because yes, I own a laminator. I'm that much of a dork. I actually got my laminator in a free pickup, but to be honest, I already owned a laminator, but this one was nicer, so I sold mine. But my point is I have a checklist for all those items we went over every day. But also, I will be filling in, I have a sourcing section. So this is tomorrow's list. We know we have tons of garage sales tomorrow. We'll be mapping out our route later. And we have St. Vincent's 99-cent day. And then under the extra category, tomorrow is Justin's 50th birthday. So we'll be having a little bit of a birthday dinner. I need to decorate his cake tomorrow, and he has a scheduled waits by. Anything extra gets written under there. And then obviously the next day, we can just erase it. I would prefer to use a Kleenex or something, not my hand, and then we start from scratch. So that is our entire plan. That's how we're going to see if we can beat the summer slowdown that always happens for us in the month of June. Any predictions? How much higher do you think the sales will be from last year? 10%? 20%? I'm asking you.
I don't know. It's hard because we always would go on vacation and store would be shut down for at least a week. So
you're saying our numbers are going to be skewed because it would be better no matter what.
Maybe,
but sales are so much slower overall from last year at this time,
Yeah.
so it might counteract that. So we really don't know. I mean, I guess there's a chance we could do all this and we could still be slow, which would suck after all the hard work. But, you only know if you try. What is it? You miss all the shots you don't take? Yeah, that's it. Who said that? Wayne Gretzky?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was Wayne Gretzky.
Maybe.
Look at me with my sports knowledge. All right. Well, we appreciate you taking the time to watch. If you want to join in with the challenge, comment below. Tell us what your rules are, what your goals are. I mean, I understand a lot of you are just part-time resellers. So maybe your goal is just to list 2 items a day, who knows? But yes, just consistently listing the same amount like every day supposedly is supposed to make the eBay gods like you. So we're going to give it a shot and see if it works. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.
Bye.